Bills. Dick Duran on the left. His first coaching job back in 1985. He was the defensive backs coach here in Buffalo with the Bills. And Greg Williams on the right in his second season here in Buffalo as he looks to return the Bills to the glory days. 4 consecutive Super Bowl appearances back in the early 90s.
And I played against some of those Buffalo Bills teams back then, and it wasn't just about Jim Kelly. They had a mean, tenacious offensive line and a real tough defense too. Think of Cornelius Bennett, Bruce Smith, some of the great players they had back then. And of course now they're looking for this man, Drew Bledsoe, to rejuvenate this Buffalo franchise.
Bills long. 1st and 15 from the 20. They'll start with 2 tight ends. And this is Travis Henry. On 1st down and 15, Henry gains 16. Mike Brown, the free safety, finally brought him down.
We talked.
Bills at their own 45-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. Bledsoe to throw on 3rd down, looking for Eric Moulds, who makes the catch inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 35 yards from Bledsoe to Moulds.
You talk about a high-risk offense, Kenny. 3rd and 1, and here they go on the go route. Moulds against Azuma. Moulds wins the battle, but that was a perfectly thrown pass by Drew Bledsoe. He dropped that ball in there. He just
4 wide receivers for the Bills. Bledsoe looking, can't find anyone. Now dumps it off. Henry down to the 3-yard line. Gain of 3, along with the fullback Crosby. 1st and goal from the 2. Bledsoe looking, end zone, has Peerless Price for the touchdown.
That play looked like a circus act. Reggie Austin, the Bears' young cornerback, had the coverage about as good as you can get. He had the perfect position. But you could tell that was a well-rehearsed play between Bledsoe and Price.
Mike Hollis. 7-0 Buffalo. 3rd touchdown reception of the season for Price. The 7th touchdown pass for Bledsoe. From Niagara, Albert, Jim Green in Orchard Park. Well, Drew Bledsoe told us the Bills wanted to get off to a quicker start than they have the last couple of weeks. They're now 4 for 5 in the air. 3 wide receivers set on 2nd and 10. Bledsoe over the middle, caught by Eric Moulds. Has a 1st down out to the 34-yard line before he was tackled by Mike Green. A gain of 14 yards on the play.
Kenny, right from the beginning, they are playing extremely well.
Bledsoe to Bryson out of the backfield. Picks up another. Bills 1st down in Bears territory. A gain of 9 from Bledsoe to Bryson. Set. Josh Reed has checked in. The rookie out of LSU. Bledsoe on 3rd down for the tight end, Jay Reamersma. A 1st down at the Chicago 36-yard line. A gain of 8. 1 and 7 interceptions over the first 3 games as Henry is fouled up. And he lost the football for the 4th time this year. It's lateral to Mike Brown. Brown could go all the way. Mike Brown takes it in for the touchdown as the Bears capitalize on Henry's 4th fumble in 4 games. A 71-yard return. Overtime and interceptions last year. This time he takes the pinch from Colvin. He replaces Laura Coleman. Bledsoe outstanding on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 10. Bills have to get to the 38 for a 1st down. 3 receivers. Bledsoe to Larry Centers out of the backfield. 1st down for the all-time leading receiver in the NFL among running backs. He picks up 16 yards on the play.
Well, Bledsoe does an excellent job again. Linemen have sacked so far this season. Of course, as you said earlier, they're without Philip Daniels, their top pass rusher.
Bledsoe hit on 3rd and 10, gets rid of it, and has the first down. Eric Moulds at the Bears' 40-yard line, a gain of 15.
Back from Urlacher and Caldwell. So the Bears blitz pays off. Bledsoe hangs in, though. And that last year, the Bills lost 3 games by a field goal because of kicks that were missed that were less than 45 yards. He said, you know, Mike Hollis is a huge acquisition for us. This is only 48. He's made 3 from 50 or more this season,
Including a 54-yarder in Minnesota, which sent that game into overtime.
So they are really relying that for the Bills. They just consider this a money kick for Hollis. They expect it to be.
From 48 yards, Hollis nails it. So the Bills have regained the lead early second quarter. That penalty came on 3rd and 6. Right now 3rd down and 7. Miller over the middle. It's caught by the tight end, John Davis.
What a tackle.
Stopped well shy by Eddie Robinson.
I think it has gone across all of upstate New York. Interesting, because people used to hate Bledsoe when he was with the Patriots.
Bledsoe complete. Eric Moulds has the first down. Out across the 35-yard line. Gain of 11. Rip it out on the field.
Bears offense.
3 wide receivers set. The handoff to Bryson. Bryson forced out of bounds. Penalty flag. Mike Brown forced him out after a gain of 9.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh up there. That looks like a baseball score.
We see Travis Henry, who was walked off and looked like he was hurt earlier. Now they've got him on the side.
And here's Bryson, turns the corner, picks up the first down. Gary Azuma tried to bring him down, could not, and Bryson stepped out of bounds at the Bears' 46-7,
about 360, and he moves like a small man.
Bledsoe on 2nd and 7, complete to the rookie out of LSU, Josh Reed. Second-round draft pick, Biletnikoff Award winner last year as the top wide receiver in the nation. Gain of 15 yards.
I don't know what's more. Bears' top pass rusher without Philip Daniels, but he just hangs in. Remember he told us yesterday, though, he said, you know, when you win, those things don't hurt as much.
Roughing the passer.
And they're going to get called.
This penalty is worse than the end of the run. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
And he did too. He hit Bledsoe right in the head. You saw Bledsoe's.
Terrific in the red zone over the first 3 games. Bryson hurdles over the 5, fumble. Bryson fumble. Bears, of course, will say they have it. But they do not. Looks like Mike Williams came up with it.
We talked about what a big man he is and how he moves like a little man.
First and goal from the 4. Double tight end set. Bledsoe firing to the end zone. Eric Moulds has the touchdown.
That's the same play they scored their other touchdown with, only it was Peerless Price against Reggie Austin. This time it's Eric Moulds against Todd McMillan. The exact same play, the exact same result.
Bledsoe is 4 for 4 on the first Bills touchdown drive. He was 5 for 5 on this touchdown drive. As the Bills have extended to a 10-point lead.
It's the same. Everything was the same. I mean, the formation was the same.
personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 94. After the pass was thrown, he grabbed the quarterback and swung him down to the ground. First down.
Aaron Schobel, you're going to see him come here, and he's got this outside move that he uses, and he gets a hand. Yeah, you know, and Schobel, what Schobel's saying is
that are your competition.
Miller
Wow,
on
wide
2nd
open.
and 5, complete to Booker. Out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A gain of 34 yards from Miller to Marty Booker.
Man, there was nobody close to Marty. 3 catches so far this season, 2 of them for touchdowns. And he is physically gifted. He's still a little raw, still a little inexperienced, but they may look to capitalize on Terrell right here.
3rd down and 4 off the play fake. Miller to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Guess who? David Terrell.
I don't even have to say anything.
You already did.
How about that? That's exactly what they told us they were going to do, and exactly what they did.
And despite being outgained 220.
Down to 2 rushing yards for the Chicago Bears. Very un-Bear-like, but I think wisely they went to the pass right before half. And
Face mask.
I always like to wear high tops turf shoes because they wouldn't come off. I think low tops, you know, you get such traction on this turf that you always see people losing their shoes
Face
or
mask.
spat them up.
Kicking team during the return. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. Be a first down for Buffalo. Timeout.
So you never had that problem. Never lost a shoe.
Not with high tops. 2 Reamers.
Bledsoe on first down, complete. Larry Centers. As the Bills first down, a gain of 11, and Travis Henry has checked back in. Collis hit from 48 earlier. This a 49-yard attempt. Just makes it through. Just inside the left upright. So Hollis is hit from 48 and 3rd down and a long 2.
here's it. The Bills want to try to blitz that thing right there.
Thomas.
They did it.
Tripped up. Antoine Winfield, the first Bill to make contact with the A-train.
Look at this right there. Winfield comes up and he blitzes. He gets underneath the blocker. As soon as they saw that
Look how perfectly that ball was thrown, and he really never got his hands on it the way he should have. He never had the good hand position that he needed to make that catch.
First punt of the day for Mormon of Buffalo. The Bears would have rather had a rule to catch and a fumble.
That's right.
Miller on 3rd and 4, broke it up. Getting the hand in was Antoine Winfield.
Nicely done by Antoine Winfield. Some nice coverage by both teams today. Azuma for the Bears has had outstanding coverage.
Hard attempt. Paul Ettinger 5 for 8 with a long of 49. High snap. Maynard got it down, and Ettinger hits from 46, pulling the Bears back within 3.
Tight coverage, so Greg Blasch, the Bears defensive coordinator, must have issued the challenge.
That pass bounced in front of Marty Booker, incomplete.
In the Bills defense, and Booker's limping off the field right now.
After reviewing the play, the receiver goes down to catch the ball. It hits his hands, hits his knee, never touches the ground as he rolls over with the ball. It's a completed pass. It'll be a first down at the 42-yard line on Buffalo's inbounds line.
Pretty nice. Now this is where the Bills want to blitz this thing. They think the Bears are going to run it at that formation.
Pass is caught by David Terrell. And Terrell has a first down. A gain of 12.
They came right back, got their 3 wides out there, and I think that's where the Bears want to stay.
They've come out passing here in this 4th quarter. Miller downfield, complete to Des White inside the 7-yard line. What? Maynard is the holder. Ettinger's kick is good, and we are tied at 20. Just one game the previous season. Panthers went 1-15 a year ago. On 2nd and 7, the inside handoff. Henry cuts to the outside and has the first down. A gain of 12 for Travis Henry.
Up and put 8 men in the box to stop the run, which the Bears are doing right now. That opens up the pass.
Play action on first down, and the pass is caught by the tight end Dave Moore for another. Bills first down, a gain of 18 yards.
Bledsoe sees a lot of people at the line, so maybe checking to the pass.
From the 44, looking for Riemersma, who makes the catch. A spectacular catch by the tight end, Jay Riemersma, for a gain of 29 yards. Two different receivers.
If they keep the safeties back, you see Mike Brown is moving up, but if they keep the safeties back, that's when you want to run.
Henry across the 10, across the 5, still on his feet, down to the 1.
Did you see Travis Henry's other hand go to cover that ball? He is so focused on not having that fumble. For those of you who didn't see it, Travis Henry.
Averaging 7 yards per carry. First and goal from the 1. Off the fake, Bledsoe to the end zone. Touchdown, Dave Moore. The longtime Tampa Bay Buccaneers tight end scores his first touchdown as a member of the Buffalo Bills.
You couldn't have a more perfect example of the run game opening up the pass than that series and that touchdown play. The fake play action to Henry. Drew Bledsoe rolls out on the boot, and his tight end is uncovered.
So after the Bills gained only 5 yards the entire half, they marched 78 yards downfield for the touchdown.
You know, Bledsoe 4 for 4, perfect. Moore in the touchdown, that's great. But I'll think of Travis Henry running the ball, getting down, only averaging 2 yards on the ground.
Bears get a new set of downs, and it's Miller to Robinson again. Close to another first down out of the 46-yard line as the Bears continue to pick on Chris Watson. That call, a pitch to the wide receiver, Des White, lined up in the backfield. Now an empty backfield on 3rd and 10. Everybody out, and the pass is caught. It's another Bears first down, and Marcus Robinson has become the go-to guy for the Bears during this drive.
Well, whoever's being knock the ball loose, make a big play.
2nd and 7, play action. Here comes Schobel. Miller gets rid of it. Penalty marker.
That's going to be against Nate Clements, I think.
David Terrell, the intended receiver.
It might be against
penalties with 5 over the first 3 weeks.
Pass interference. Number 22, defense. That's a first down.
Yet the question I have, Kenny, is was this even a catchable ball?
That's a good question.
And
Second and goal.
look at the ball right there. That was not a catchable ball. And that's not the field judge's responsibility to call it. That should have been called by someone else.
Now 3 wide receivers for the Bears on 2nd and goal. Miller with Davis. Nice move. Touchdown Bears. Davis with the head fake into the end zone for his first touchdown of the season.
John Davis. The second half belonged to the Bears. The third quarter belonged to the Bears, but the last series, Drew Miller was perfect.
Pass complete for a first down out of the 43-yard line as we check in with James Brown. Kenny on their own 43-yard line, 3 wide receivers. Travis Henry. Henry, penalty marker.
That's going to be against Brian Robinson. because he kicked Travis Henry.
Tripping, number 98, defense. That's a 10-yard penalty. It'll be a first down.
Watch Brian Robinson right here, 98. You're going to see when this ball is cut back. See that right there? He kicked him. He kicked Travis Henry, who's had an outstanding day today, averaging 7 yards a carry. Kenny, he had the one fumble in the first half. The difference between running the ball with Travis Henry and throwing the ball, Drew Bledsoe, to his wide receivers.
From the 41 of the Bears, Bledsoe complete to Moulds, tackled by Reggie Austin at the 34-yard line, 3 shy of the marker.
Well, let's take a look.
A couple of tight ends reached the end zone in the fourth quarter, and the numbers on Bledsoe.
Bledsoe's been fantastic, and the Bills defense, Kenny, again today, 3 different times they gave the Bears first downs because of penalties. Coming into
Bledsoe from the shotgun. Bledsoe over the top, first down. Despite the pressure from Urlacher, the catch was made by Larry Centers.
as a receiver, so at quarterback, they can beat anyone at any time on any day.
That's right. Carter. Half minute to go here at Orchard Park, tied at 27. 39-yard attempt was blocked. The kick was blocked, and we remain tied.
Blocked field goal of his career. Look at that. Just gets it. The height, the incredibly long, stout arms with all the armor on them. They're taped up. They got hard. He's got hardware there. He's got tape.
Tails it is. You want the rock. Turn yourselves around. Chicago has won the toss and elected to receive.
So the Bears,
Where they've had the most success, Kenny, is with the 3 wide receiver formations. We've seen them. Bills' run defense allowed 5.3 yards a carry coming into today. Today, 1.8.
wow,
Against it was the guy he wanted to look for. There's Terrell in motion.
on 3rd and 5, Miller pump fakes, now throws. Also took a hit. He was looking for Marty Booker. Chris Watson on the coverage.
Between Watson and Booker, but it's frontal contact. Is it within 5 yards? If it's within 5 yards, it's legal. If it's outside.
They'll start with 3 wideouts from their own 44-yard line. Henry, the long back. Bledsoe to the air. What a catch. Eric Moulds at the Chicago 26-yard line.
That is a quarterback who has extraordinary confidence in his receiver. Todd McMillan has the coverage here, and it's good. Bledsoe just puts that ball up, and Moulds makes an exceptional athletic play. Look at that. He leaps up and over Todd McMillan to pull this ball in. Bledsoe told us yesterday he loves the 3 wide receiver combination he has here in Buffalo.
Bledsoe pumps twice and then dumps it off to Henry. Travis Henry inside the 5. Touchdown. The Bills win in overtime. On Bledsoe's 4th touchdown pass of the day and his league record 4th overtime touchdown throw of his career.
Buffalo fans thought Travis Henry cost them the Denver game last week with his fumble that resulted in a Denver touchdown. In the first half of today's game, he had a fumble that resulted in a Bears touchdown. And had the Bills not prevailed, that's what everyone would have been talking about. Instead, they'll be talking about Bledsoe breaking Terry Bradshaw's record for his 4th touchdown pass in overtime, and they'll be talking about Travis Henry coming back after his 4th fumble in 4 games for a clutch play to seal the Bills' win.
A 2-play, 56-yard drive, a spectacular 30-yard reception by Moulds, and then Bledsoe to Travis Henry for the victory. Bledsoe finishing 28 of 36, 328 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Bills win for the 2nd time this year in overtime.
And again, Bledsoe uses his feet to scramble and avoid the sack, and he dumps it off to Travis Henry. Good blocking downfield. Both receivers, Eric Moulds and Peerless Price, threw key blocks, Kenny, to help the Bills win this game.
So the Bills 2-1 in overtime this season. Wins over the Vikings and the Bears, and the loss to the Jets. Bears drop to 2-2. We'll return.